Hi, I'm Hayden Lowe with Aviation Fabricators. Today I'm going to take just a few minutes and talk with you about King Air tables. My hope is that if you're a 90 or a 200 series King Air owner and you've got tables that were put in your airplane prior to 1993, you can see the benefit at the end of this video of upgrading your airplane to AvFab's STC approved arm ledge table system. Okay, so let's run through the different variations of tables that exist in those King Airs built prior to 1993. If you're in a 90 or a 200 that was built in 78 or before, chances are, unless your tables have been modified, you've got something that looks like this. The two cup holders on both sides, that's kind of the most notable feature. The table comes up out of the top like this. Two leaves, pretty simple. The problem, the complaint for a lot of people is that the table's really flimsy, it breaks pretty easily, it just doesn't take much for this to go down and be broken, and you're out of luck until you can get a repair for it. Side note, AvFab does offer a certified repair station for these tables, so you could send it to us. Let's say you're in a post-78 but pre-1993 King Air. Your table looks like this, again, unless it's been modified. Comes up out of the top like that. A big complaint right off the bat is that this table's cup holders, this leaf is actually broken, but this table's cup holders are right here and they're very shallow. Not going to do a lot of good at holding your drink in place. Now, in some of them, they've got the cup holders on the side that come out. Some of the King Airs have those. Those are okay, pretty flimsy, not great. This table also is really, really flimsy. Just a poor design, I would say, humbly. All respect to Beechcraft here. We also offer a certified repair for those and can issue an 8130 in return for your King Air tables. But they're never going to be super structurally sound because the design just isn't what we would want it to be for this airplane. Okay. If you're in a King Air that has tables that look like this, with the cup holders on top, that's kind of the distinguishing feature. You're in a King Air that's either already had the arm ledge table system by AvFab installed, or it was built after 1992. Now, if you are in one of the airplanes that has the tables like I just described, this is what you can expect should you decide to move forward with the arm ledge table system by AvFab. This table pops up and out. Of course, I kind of glossed over the first feature. These cup holders sit on top. You can actually fit something in them. There's a little bit of depth there. Much better design. And then the table itself is much sturdier than the OEM design for anything prior to 1993. This is much firmer. The leaves don't break on the right or the left. It's just a totally different design table. Folds in nicely. I mean, we do also repair these tables within the certified repair station, but frankly, we just don't see them near as often because the design is so much better. This is just a sturdier, more stout, dependable table. And of course, it's more functional too, because as was mentioned, you've got the cup holders on top. So a couple things. If you're in an airplane prior to 1993, the functionality of your table is not great. You've probably already repaired it or it's broken right now. And the cup holders are a problem for you. You want a newer, better table for that reason. But in addition to that, this table stayed in the King Air 90 all the way through the end of its production, through the C90 GTI and GTX, and it stayed in the 200s all the way until they changed to the 260. So this update modernizes your cabin to what was leaving the factory just a couple of years ago, as opposed to the design that's now 40 plus years old. So it's function and its aesthetics. And in addition to that, In the airplanes, 1993 and after, that had this table, they also had, I wish I had a good visual for this, but they had an arm ledge that ran along the side of the airplane. When you're buying AvFab's arm ledge table system, you're not just getting the table, you're also getting the side ledgers that run the length of the cabin and provide that exact same look in your 90 or your 200. So you're modernizing the cabin significantly, you're making it look like it was an airplane that was built as recently as 2020, and also you're gaining tremendous functionality with the cup holders that sit on top, the much more stout designed tables, the no longer side leaves, just a better quality table that's going to last you, more likely than not, the life of your airplane, but certainly much longer than any of the other tables would. So we hope you'll consider the AvFab arm ledge table system. This is a kit that we've put over 100 of at this point in airplanes. Let me clarify that. That wasn't perfectly clear. We have sold over 100 of these kits and had them installed. We don't ever actually touch airplanes, but it is a tremendous facelift for some of these older King Airs. And we believe it's worth every penny. It certainly increases the value of the airplane. And again, the functionality benefits are there as well. Thanks for watching. Hope that makes sense. If you have any questions at all, by all means, reach out to AvFab. We would be happy to speak with you in more detail about the arm ledge table system and specifically the tables or the arm ledges or whatever it is that you want to discuss. Thanks.